That was Marlene Mackey. Our next reader is Laurie Roadhouse. Laurie's publications include Calgary Stroll of Poets 2000 and 2006 anthologies, Onion Soup, CD, Onion Jam chapbook, Spiritual Directions and YMCA Edmonton websites, and a regular monthly poetry column in the Radiant Lights e-magazine. She's performed on Voice Print, CKXU and CJSW Radio, and in June 2010 Laurie was awarded a fellowship in writing at the SLS seminars at Concordia University. Laurie Roadhouse. Is Laurie here?
Before the boom. Thank you.
Nothing personal.
Oh, it's okay. So the first piece I'm going to read is my haiku, which is in the anthology. It's called Autumn Dance. Quite timely as the leaves are changing here this week. Burlesque autumn dance, swirling striptease in my yard, shameless naked trees. And a couple more haiku. Unsuspecting cows luxuriate in the field. Inside, red knives wait. For the wine lovers in the group. Juicy ripened fruit waiting on autumnal vines, pressed into service. For those of you who like a little bit of the blues, trumpet chastises wailing mournful saxophone. Piano just sulks. Luscious green apple, it's no wonder Eve succumbed. Temptress Granny Smith. This is a lyrical poem that I wrote a couple years ago. It's called Scarred for Life. I was 16 when she showed me the scars. Careless stitches by thoughtless doctor. It looked as though she'd run a race with time and the finish line was made of barbed wire. Double mastectomy left her chest concave like a young boy's. Only no nipples, no womanness, no humanness, really. I spent the next decade checking my breasts daily, freaking out at every lump and bump, every twinge, growing pains making me shrink from life, sending me to doctor after doctor. Speaking of shrinks, I should have taken care of that much sooner. Scared of life, scarred for life, I spent my youth terrified of death. Too little living, too much worrying. Cancer consumed me and I didn't even have the diagnosis. Just the certainty, the overwhelming dread and doom. It made me old before my time, my misspent youth and wasted childhood, preoccupied with death and dying, thoughts only the very old should ever entertain. I left, ran away from life to a third world country where it was impossible to feel sorry for myself amid the poverty and destitution, yet I could plainly see that those people were happy. She sent me letters, told me she was living vicariously through my travels, that she'd always wanted to see the world and I had brought it closer to her, said my words and photos took her places she'd only dreamed of, places she knew she'd never get to now. She died a month before I came home. A year later on her birthday, I was in the NICU pumping breast milk for newborn twin daughters, born 2 months early, daughters for whom my breasts were now the source of life. Even now, I reread those letters often. Her words resonate with me, make me weep for her, and for the years I'd wasted on dying when I'd had the luxury of living. I was old before I was young. Death brought me to life, and now I am the child I never was. Thank you.